Our offices prepared to shift back to on-site work. Let's find out from Sergio Ortiz-Luiz Jr., President of the Employers Confederation of the Philippines. Good evening, Mr. Ortiz-Luiz. Welcome to the big story.
Oh, good evening to you and to our watchers.
Sir, are offices ready to welcome back their employees? I guess to that point also, what should employers be prepared for?
Well, actually, I think the companies, employers are ready for the work, no? But there are still some problems remaining. One is transportation is still a big problem. Yung mass transportation in the traffic is a turn-off, no? Which makes employees traveling time too long. And many of them are still need to be shuttled. But very few companies, especially the small ones, cannot afford shuttling their employees. Yeah. So government has to do something about this. The other one is where somehow there are offices that before the pandemic are really crowded. No? Now that it's 100%, they have to address some sort of distancing. No? And I guess some who cannot find spaces for expansion or to transfer, that might be expensive, they would still remain hybrid for most of their employees. They will have to work at home, no? But I get overall, efficiency is not that much, depending on the work actually. There are some work that it can be done. But you know, our internet is not that efficient. And so not all areas in Metro Manila that employers will be willing to have them work from home. Work from home now is because they have no choice. But if they are already allowed to work 100%, many companies would prefer that. But because it's easier to monitor. And I guess the output of the employees is better.
Yes, right. But being allowed is one thing. Mandating for workers to come back is another thing. What are the responsibilities and roles here between employers and employees as they negotiate whether or not they should come back right now?
Well, you know, there has been a lot of changes, a lot of adjustment that has been made, no? And if you ask the employees, of course, they would prefer working from home. But it depends again on what kind of work they are doing. No, frontliners cannot be working at home, and they were only referring probably to work, office work. Manufacturing, obviously, you have to be there. Construction, you have to be there. So office workers will have to determine who they deal with and what kind of work they do to be able to do still. Work from home for a lot of them, a lot of their employees.
Okay, maraming salamat po. That was Sergio Ortiz-Luiz Jr., President of the Employers Confederation of the Philippines.